Hello, this is Michele Knight. Welcome to your February astrology. February, the month of love. And we have some pretty frisky things going on in the cosmos. We have Venus, the planet of love, going into passionate, wild and spontaneous Aries. We have Mercury, the planet of communication, going into romantic, empathetic, but lack of boundaried Pisces. Now, when I talk about Mercury, I don't start talking about Mercury retrograde when it actually goes retrograde. I'm very passionate about Mercury retro shadow, because what people don't realise is that when Mercury's in retro shadow, which begins on the 2nd, it's more or less the same bloody thing. We all have to be careful from the 2nd of February. Anyway, there is much wonder as Venus goes into Aries, and we also have a full moon in luscious Leo. There's intensity, pleasure and passion to be had as long as we're careful about that old Mercury. Here is your monthly astrology. Aquarius, this year there are going to be some extreme shifts, changes and empowerment coming your way. You know, and actually going onwards, there are years of powerful shifts of energy for you. Right now this month, you have to knuckle down and feel secure with yourself and be very clear about what it is you want to create long-term changes over the coming years. It's a profound time for you as we have Saturn going into Aquarius, and we have just this incredible, the solid planet supporting you in change. But you know what it is with change? Change involves shifting things, leaving things, letting go of things, doing things in a new way. And that can be quite hard. Now this month in a way, on many levels, is ideal, because you can think about what you want to commit to, you can think about what's grounded in your life, you can think about what it is that you want to do. But Mercury is bloody retrograde, so you might not be fully clear until March, and big things are happening for you in March. So, you know, take your time when making decisions, take your time, and whatever you do, I wouldn't make a commitment yet, because you do not have the bigger picture. You have lots of people talking to you, you have lots of interesting ideas coming through, you're thinking about your relationships. Venus is in the 3rd house, you're like thinking, talking, and possibly you're even changing the way you communicate in relationships, and that's a good thing. Chiron, the wounded healer, is helping you make changes around the way that you communicate. Then we have a full moon, and this full moon is in your relationship zone. So you should have a psychic revelation, an enlightenment connected to balance, harmony and love in your life. But again, don't make any rash decisions until next month. Mars, the planet of action, is going into your 12th house. So it makes you, in one way, lacking in energy. But don't forget, next time round, you know, very soon, you will be given all of the energy. So now is a time of reflection, so that you have the power when you want to make those decisions that are coming up for you. If you were to visualize your future in 5 years, like if I had a magic wand and I said, right, there you go, I'm sending you away to 5 years time. What is your ideal life in 5 years time, in 1 year time? How is it different from now? And then visualize how you got there. How did you achieve that which you're going to achieve in 5 years time? That is a really good lesson, because it opens up possibilities in our mind. So, you know, play with your mind, play with ideas, but again, think carefully before you do anything. The sun is also obviously leaving your sign and going into your 2nd house of groundedness around the 19th of February. So you are like ready for the next phase, and the next phase for you is a solid one. Even if your commitment is to be wild and free, even if your commitment is to let go of everything so that you can explore and be the visionary that you naturally are, happy days. But you still need to think about it, and you still need to commit to it. One more minute. There is a time for you coming up that is just incredible. They actually do say that we are approaching properly the age of Aquarius. I know people have been banging on about that for a long time, but the energy is around you now. You're like a magician. You have the power to create the changes, but not like little changes that just change for today. You have the power to create changes that go into the future. So I would take the time to reflect this month. I would take the time to think about what it is, your ultimate desire, and I will be careful what I commit to. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon. If you want to check out your written monthly, weekly, yearly astrology, pop over to my website, michelleknight.com. I'm not doing readings at the moment, but I do have a company of some of the best psychics and astrologers in the world. I've had the company for 20 years. I handpick them and they are fabulous. So I'm going to start to show you, starting now, their little videos on here.
My name's Anna. I work clairvoyantly, clairaudiently, I channel, I do mediumship. I started working professionally as a reader 1999. It's when I gave up everything else to do this full time. Then it took over, as it does, because Spirit wants me to work for them. When I first hear a voice on the phone, I will ask you your name, I will ask you your date of birth. It helps me to link with you, and it is a bit like a three-way conversation sometimes. I've got the person on the phone, I've got me, and I've got another voice that's telling me things. A reading with me should be like talking to a friend. I'm totally non-judgmental. I think I've just about heard it all over the 50-odd years. I would certainly hope they feel they've got their answers, or hope, but not tell them what to do, and never ever lead people into doing something. They find their own answers with the clarity, and that's what I hope to give people from their readings.